Good morning, everybody, and welcome to page, I believe, 9 of our I Am journal. Today's page, I've decided is going to be done in a black and white theme, and I'm going to give it to you up front. Here's what I am. I am unique. Okay? Aren't we all unique? We're all unique. If we were all the same, it would be a very boring world. I'm really glad that we each have our own individuality. So anyways, today is going to be I Am Unique. So let's go ahead and get started. So while we're doing this page, again, we're going to start by using matte medium. I'm going to do some collage. I'm not really sure if this is going to have a whole lot of paint in it. It may. We'll see. We'll see how my muse takes me. But, you know, I got up this morning and I thought, I feel very unique. I am my own person. And I'm really glad for that. We all need to be our own people, you know. So I said black and white, and unfortunately this paper is actually aged, which is okay. It kind of gives it that creamy looking color, but we're going to take care of that. That's not a problem. So, have you all been enjoying our pages? I hope so. I am just really enjoying seeing what you guys do. It's fantastic to see your pages. And my hope is that while you're doing these pages, you're really thinking about you. Think about who you are, and think about, you know, your uniqueness, or think about just yourself. Okay? Sometimes when I do these pages, I kind of get lost in thought. And when I do, it's not that I'm ignoring you guys. It's that, you know, I think about, yeah, I am unique. And how am I unique? And how does that uniqueness make me different from you? How does it make me different from everybody else? You know, it's nice because everybody has their own style, and everybody likes different things, and, you know, it's great, isn't it? Think about it. Can you imagine if we were all the same? That'd be awful. That just would not be a fun world to live in. So tell me in the comments below, are you unique? How do you feel you're unique? What is your unique quality? I think one of mine is my style. I don't really go with the norm, as you can tell, first of all, by the color of my hair, which I'm really excited. I'm going to get the rest of it done, I'm hoping next week. And I just, it's not that I want to stand out. It's that I feel more comfortable in my own skin, pardon me, just being myself. And I think it's really a shame, like in the schools today, and, you know, kids aren't allowed to be themselves. They're not allowed to show their personalities. Think about when you were in school, how different, you know, everybody was. You know, some people wore jeans and t-shirts. Other people wore, you know, other girls wore dresses. You know, the guys had different styles. Some had long hair, some had short hair. You know, when you get up in later ages, some, you know, wore, actually I want to put some of this white on here. Some guys, you know, had mustaches, and some didn't, and it was just, you know, we're all our own unique people, and that's great. Okay, like I said, this is going to be black and white, but I don't want it so black and white that it's so stark. So I'm actually going to start just toning this down a little bit. And what I'm doing it with, and I love the texture, so I don't care about bumps, is the inside of the napkins. I take them off, I use the napkin, and then if I want to tone it down, I use that white to tone it back down a little bit. I guess I could just put the napkin on upside down, but nah, why make it easy? So we're just kind of toning down a little bit of that black here. And I am going to use some white gesso to tone it down a little bit more, and I'm really kind of upset now about that, but that's okay. It is what it is, right? Why worry? No worries. So what's been going on with everybody? I've had a pretty good week. I got to go up and see my son, my oldest son, and hang out with him for a couple days, and that was really nice. And some not so good news at the doctor's office yesterday, but it is what it is. He's thinking now that I've got the signs of fibromyalgia, which, from everything I'm hearing and feeling, is not a good thing, but, you know, what can we do? So now, I've got some Tim Holtz paper here, and I want to use some of this wording. I don't really want to put the music or any of that on there. So I just want a little bit of this. Oops, of course I put my brush. Oh, now I just got everything all wet over here in the corner. Just put my brush in the soapy water. That's okay. There we go. All right. These little edges I will cut off later on. I'm not worried about that. Alright, so I've got some black and white and tan collage in there, which we're going to take care of that with gesso. But we're going to go ahead. I'm using this. This is just like a paint scraper. And I'm using it just to make sure I get, you know, a lot of the air bubbles out. I'm not worried if there are some, but I just want everything to lay down really well. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to dry this up, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so it's pretty well dry. It's still a little bit wet here and there. Now I've got some white gesso out, and I am going to find my baby wipes. I am going to go ahead and gesso on this, and then once I get done gessoing, I'm going to go ahead and take some of this gesso off, just basically to calm it down in the background a little bit. And you'll see why in a minute. I have this really cool image that I've found, which I think is going to work really, really well on this page. I'm going to give it a little bit of spray of water because I want it to be kind of like a wash too. I don't really want it quite so thick. Look at that, we covered it all up. All right? Okay, now I'm just going to take a baby wipe. I'm going to let that sit here for a second. I'm going to take a baby wipe, and I'm just going to take off parts of it that I want to see. I want to see a little bit of this design on these napkins. Don't want a whole lot. Just want a little bit. And I'll show you why. Okay, we need another one. I know I put an awful lot on, but that's okay. Here we go. Bring out some of that black. Yeah. And yes, remember I did tone it down with the white backing of the napkins, which is cool. And by the way, I received these napkins in a Happy Mail, so thank you. I don't remember who sent them to me, but thank you, thank you. If you recognize them, please let me know. Let's give it some texture. Okay, so I'm going to dry that up and we'll continue. Okay, we've got this all nice and dry now. So what I'm going to do is I've got another piece of this tissue that I want to put on here. And of course I'm going to use the matte medium to put this down. And the reason I'm putting it right here, I hope my head's not in the way. Put it right along that edge. is because I have this beautiful woman. Now, what this is I found this lady in a Rue 21 store. And what it is it's actually, these are like stickers, I guess, that you wear around your eyes. Not something I don't think, I'm unique, but I don't know as I'd be wearing these stickers around my eyes. So anyways, they were on this girl in the package, and I thought, oh, how perfect is she? Well, I put that down there, and she is going to go right here. Okay? So now once I put her down, sorry, I have to check outside. We're waiting for somebody to come. Once I put her down here, she's going to be my unique girl. So now what I want to use to put her down with, I'm going to move this out of the way for right now. I'm going to get my trusty phone book. And I'm going to cover her with a gel. And because this is almost like a cardstock, it's kind of thick, I really want a nice covering on her. So I'm going to use my palette knife. Well, that's not a palette knife. That's not the right one anyways. That's not either. Okay, hold on. I gotta find my palette knife. I don't know where all my good palette knives are going. I'm gonna cover this really well with a gel because I want her to really adhere down. And like I said, she's quite thick, so. Let's bring this back over here. And we are going to put her down right here. I really want her to stick down, so I'm basically pushing her down. I don't want to mess up her eyes because she's got a lot of glitter and stuff on there, so that's why I'm not pushing down on the eyes so much. But we're going to get her so she's adhered in here quite well. What do you think? I love her! She's wonderful, isn't she? Now, I got looking at this. It's kind of cool because this almost kind of looks like an earring here and an earring here, you know, like real long gypsy earrings. But I'm not sure how much I'm going to go into that. But I really like her. Now, I want to give her a chance to really dry before I do too much to this page. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to dry her up, and then we'll continue. Okay, everybody, so we've got her pretty well dried out. Oops, sorry about that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some black gesso, and I've got some fine liners, which is black gesso and white gesso, and I've also got a couple paint pens, just black paint. So we are just going to start playing with some decoration on her. Now one thing I do want to do is I don't like heads just floating in space, and that's kind of where I feel she is. So I'm just going to kind of give her some type of a neckline here. You know, nothing major. I just want her to have some type of a neck here, okay? So there, at least, you know, I see she's not floating in space. I might shade this in. I don't know. We'll see. If I do, that's going to be done with a Stabilo. So I just used my fine liner with some black gesso. And I've got a kitty cat that thinks she's going to jump over onto my desk. No. No. I need to take care of her real quick. Come on, get down. Come on, get down. Thank you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pour some black gesso out here on the side, and I'm just going to play. So we were talking about being unique. Yeah, I'm definitely unique. I've got this little paintbrush here with 3 chooch. This again is another Martha Stewart brush. And I'm just going to play. Now what are we going to do? Let's just start by just throwing some up in here. Okay, I'm just playing. I'm playing with the black and white. I just want to, just something different. Sometimes I like this paintbrush, other days I don't. Today it's not looking like a great day with it, but why not? I'm really not putting a whole lot of paint on it. Okay, let's do it again. And again, I'm just trying to kind of give it a little bit of some type of a border so that when I put my unique in here, it's kind of the focus of being unique. Ooh, that one got me a lot of black. And I'm going to do the same thing on this with the white gesso. So, but of course I've got to let this black dry before I do that. And right now I've got too much paint on that brush. So one thing I've noticed with that brush, if you're not careful, you get too much paint on it and then it just gives you one straight blech line. I still like these earrings here, and I may end up highlighting these somehow as earrings. What are they called? Paisleys, I believe. Still not sure how I'm going to incorporate this into hair or if I'm just going to let it be. I may end up just letting it be, just because I kind of like the way it just hangs out there. Okay. Alright, now I want my unique on here. Now this is a rub-on, which is fine with me, but I'm not ready to rub it on yet because I want to take some more white gesso. And again, I'm just putting this over here on the side. I'm going to take my brush, wet brush, and I really want to just kind of get rid of this a little bit more. Because I really want my unique to stand out. I know I uncovered this, but now I'm covering it back up again. Okay. Now because I've got her, she's really, really white, I'm going to whiten up her neck some more. Just bringing her together a little bit more. I really think, ew. Don't like it when I get gobs of dried up gesso. Yeah, I like her. Okay. I am going to somehow incorporate these earrings. So let's see. Let's dry this up real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and put our unique on and hopefully finish her up. Okay, now while we've got her pretty well dry, I'm going to start working on her a little bit. Today she's going to have green eyes. I myself do not have green eyes. I actually have brown eyes. Hold on just a moment. Sorry about that. I'm sorry if you hear Gina talking in the background. I'm actually downloading Crazy Island University videos. And right now my computer's being really funky, so every now and then she starts talking and I have to shut her off. So, alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this iridized green for her eyes. So I've got the red pop of the lips. And then the only other thing I'm going to have on here as far as a color is the green on her eyes. Now, I'm finding out that because this is glossy, this Lumiere paint wants to separate. Gina's talking again. Hold on just a second. Alright, we've stopped her again. Like I said, my computer's being funky right now. Yeah, this Lumiere paint likes to separate itself on glossy paper. That I'm finding out. Let me bring you in so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay? The only thing I'm doing is, instead of having gray eyes for her, I'm giving her some green eyes. And I don't know if you can see. Can you see where it's separating? See how the paint is separating? So I may come back in with it on this with a little bit of acrylic, just so that it doesn't separate so much. Or I could have sanded it, but I'm not doing that.
On my LG,
And she's talking again, and I apologize.
and it looks like
Stop. It's almost like it's trying to load her, but when I tell it to stop, then it loads a little bit more and she keeps talking. So I'm not sure what's up with it. Again, I'm using my nail art brushes just because I like the fact that they're so tiny and you can get into this small space. Okay, let's bring it back out. Isn't she gorgeous? I love her. I love her. And she just has a very simple nose. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm really still not sure what I'm going to do with these earrings here on the side, or paisleys here on the side. And here it is again. Hold on. Alright. I'm going to let that dry for a minute. Another thing I wanted to do with her is I want to get this Younique on here. So let's go ahead and get this on here and figure out okay, this is actually a rub-on tool. I found it on clearance somewhere. So
it actually connects with my iPad or my iPhone via Bluetooth.
and I can't get this video to stop over here. But we're trying. Alright, let me just do it this way. I want to be unique. So tell me, do you like being unique? Would you rather just go with the flow and be with the crowd? What do you do? I myself am unique. I really wish nowadays more people could just be themselves and not worry so much about what society says and, you know, what's acceptable. And I'm not talking about, you know, I'm not talking about off the wall. I'm just talking about being able to show your own personality. You know? Okay, there is Younique. I like it. Now what I'm going to do, down here I actually have the definition of unique. And it says, number 1, being the only one of its kind. Number 2, without an equal. Number 3, incomparable. And I'm just going to put this over here off to the side. Yeah, off to the side. I want it right here.
This is the size of the paper that
Gina just wants to show me this video. She keeps talking to
my
me.
dad and my mom.
She just wants to keep talking to me. Gotta love Gina. Okay. And I'll tell you, rub-ons are wonderful. I just love them. I love the fact that you can have, isn't that cool? I found this the other day when I bought a tool. I'm gonna have to use that in something. I just love the fact that you can, you know, just have something quick and simple, right? Okay, so we're unique. Hopefully her her eyes have dried enough so that when I do another coat, and I can bring you back in so you can see if it works or not. I'm going to hopefully cover up the spots that it missed. Yeah. I love her. This is great. I just really like her. Okay, let's bring you back out. Here's what she looks like without all the stuff around her. The only other thing I may do, just because I like to have the squiggly.
3 months old, 2 months old.
Stop this video. I love her. I just love her. To me, this right here is a little bit bare. So, again, we're going to go back to our rub-ons because I enjoy working with the rub-ons. This is just, I found these actually in the dollar store, and what it was is alphabets. And what I like about it is you just put a little bit here and a little bit there, and it kind of breaks up that space. But it also gives you a little bit more of a visual interest. Ugh. Keep trying to shut that video off. Okay. Just throw a little bit here and there. I mean, it doesn't, you know, you don't have to have the whole alphabet. It just kind of takes away some of that white space. So let me just show you what it does. Can you tell I'm having fun playing with my camera? It's just giving it a little bit of something. You know, it doesn't really have to say anything. It doesn't. So, I love using them. And I just keep randomly putting them somewhere. Alright, so that kind of broke that up a little bit. Let's put a little bit more right here. We'll put some down here. Okay, and I really like that unique. So now, so that's good for that. Now I do have my Stabilo here, and what I want to do is I'm going to go around her because I really want to have her as a shadow, and I want her to be the focal point. I say her, but it's actually me because I am unique, and I've given up on these as earrings, so just so you know. And really, along the top of her head, I don't want to do a whole lot there. I just don't. So we're not going to. Okay, this is actually a fabric pen. Some type of a fabric. Whoops. Let's back up. Sorry. All I did is I went around the Stabilo around her face. This is a DRITZ, a Dritz. I found it on clearance, and it's a fabric pen, and what I like about it is that it just gives me a little bit more control on the where I put the water on the Stabilo. So I like that.
We need to let that dry a little bit before you do that, so while we're waiting, we can add.
Alright, so let's just go ahead. We're going to add some more black around her, just kind of give her a shadow. We're going to throw some of that black up in here. Just because I want it to kind of gray it out. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Alright, now let's just gray this out a little bit. And all I'm doing is I'm just moving the water out with the Stabilo. Just try to kind of give her a little bit of a shadow back there. I like her. And I need to do something with this unique. I want to bring it out and just kind of, let's see.
Our quote to our deleted
I don't understand why I can't get this video to stop. Okay. I want to bring this out a little bit. I don't think I'm going to do it with a pen. I'm going to do it with this. This is my fine liner. And again, I'm just going to play.
I just just love the way this turned out.
And there's Gina again, chatting with me.
I love.
It's funny, I do this as unique. However, if you noticed, I do black and white. So when you do black and white, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's just black and white. But I'm not using the color, so which is kind of strange because that doesn't to me sound like a unique page. But it is. It's unique for me. So because normally I do so much color that to do black and white is actually very difficult for me. I usually go with such bright colors that it's very hard. The only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put you on hold for a second because my son is calling. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so basically what we've done is we have done a page where we're unique. I'm going to kind of let this just be. I really don't want to do a whole lot more to her. I like her. I like how she is. Let's bring you in and I'll just kind of show you around the page a little bit. Okay, and really simple. I did some collage on the background. You know, we used some gesso, black and white gesso. I used a rub-on for unique, a rub-on for the definition of unique. I will sign it. The top, I didn't do anything to her hair. I really don't want to. I want to leave her the way it is. She's got her green eyes. She has her makeup around her eyes, which is kind of cool. I look at it as makeup. And that's it. That's it. So I really hope you enjoy this week's. Are you unique? If you are, tell me what you think. What is unique about you? Myself, I think it's my sense of style. I don't fit in with the norm. I do not do makeup. I'm more of an au naturel type of person. I'm just unique. I love my blue and pink hair and purple hair, and I like to be myself, and I'm really blessed that I have that ability. So enjoy this week's I Am. Take a good look at yourself and see, are you unique, and if you are, in what ways? All right, so take care of yourself. Happy creating, and I will talk with y'all soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.